Worthy.
This is Paul Porter, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, inviting you to join me and Jason Alessi for the home team every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live, the home team with Paul Porter. Special guests, prizes, and your phone call about the Bucs, Lightning, Rays, USF, Sun, FSU, Florida, and more. Talk to you this Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Tune in Saturdays from 3 to 5 p.m. for Miss Sarah's Dynamic Gospel Power Show. That's 2 hours of great gospel music every Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. All brought to you by the Ozona Pig Restaurant in Ozona. Yes, that's every Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. It's Miss Sarah's Dynamic Gospel Power Show. Tune in on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hey, you new to the area or just want to know about the best hidden gems and upcoming events? Stay tuned. Be Local Buzz with Devin takes you to these places, introduces you to the best businesses, and tells you about upcoming buzz. Preset your radio to Tan Talk 1340 AM or 106.1 FM every Thursday from 4 to 5. That is the Be Local Buzz with Devin on Tan Talk 1340 AM and 106 FM every Thursday from 4 to 5. Looking forward to speaking with you.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's now time for Connecting Caregivers with author, speaker, caregiver advocate, and talk show host Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for caregivers.
Caregivers around the world today. It's time to lift you up. It's time to celebrate. Good afternoon and welcome to Connecting Caregivers with me, Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregivers with love, laughter, and lessons learned. We have Mr. Ed on the boards. How you doing today, Ed?
All together now. Cold front, cold front, cold front.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would really be nice.
6 months, 6 months.
Well, it's kind of hard, like when I walk my dog. I'm like, go pee quick. And plus, he can't even like walk on anything that's black, the asphalt. I gotta like take him on the grass and stuff. But yeah, it's yeah.
I didn't walk this morning, but normally I walk. But I walk at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
For an hour and a half. And it's like, why? But I can't. Once that sun's up, I can't.
Yeah, it's too hot.
Once I hit 40, I'm done.
It's funny how when we were kids, it didn't matter.
I know.
It could be 100 degrees and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go play ball.
Or it could be snowing out and you'd be blue.
Yeah, right?
You'd be like, I'm not cold.
Come on, snow.
I'm not cold.
You're not from Florida, Ed, right?
Don't tell anybody, but I was born in New York.
I love
At least you didn't get her
Well,
accent.
it's at Long Island, so yeah.
I lived on Long Island.
Where on Long Island?
East Meadow.
Oh, that's where my high school was.
Yeah. Right across the street from Meadowbrook High School.
Wow.
Meadowbrook Hospital.
Did you know about Murray Regina?
Who?
Murray Regina High School?
Oh.
It was right
I left there
it was right across the street from the Coliseum.
I was 11 when we left.
Oh.
So I went
You
to
missed a good
McVeigh Elementary School.
You never know.
East Meadow, Levittown, Bethpage, all that area.
I lived in Valley Stream for a while.
That's out east, right?
No.
West.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived in Floral Park, so it was like half was Nassau County and half was Queens County.
When we would talk about the heat, we'd go to Eisenhower Park. It could be 95 degrees. We'd go and take the bikes and go.
You get older, you can't do it anymore.
You know what? When I was like 15, I volunteered at Eisenhower Park. So they had these puppet mobiles that would go around to all the different parks in Nassau County. So it's like a puppet mobile, like a trailer with but then there was like one person, like a big person.
Yeah,
it was me. I was damn Snoopy. I had that big head on. I was like 16 years old. I had that big head on. Kids are pulling off my tail. It's like 95 degrees. But you know what? There was a really cute boy there.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
So you had an incentive.
Oh my God. I used to ride my bicycle. I'm not exaggerating. 8 miles to go there to volunteer. My legs were cool. I was good or whatever. And I was Snoopy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that leads into, Josie Jones.
The alter ego.
Yes, but first I want to introduce Debbie Humphrey is with us today. I'm so glad that you're with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, it's great. So
She's got the wrong microphone.
Excuse me?
She's got the wrong microphone. There you go.
This one?
That's her.
Okay.
So then that would be Sean when he comes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his problem.
that
Okay,
it?
you're good?
Yeah. There you go.
All right, we're good. So before we talk to Debbie a little bit, we're going to talk about Josie Jones. So Josie Jones is my other personality. What I've been finding with my caregivers, and I always try to answer my caregivers and what they need and want at the time, is the new caregivers, of course, come into a support group or the radio show, whatever, or the YouTube channel, and they get an education because they just got the diagnosis, so they're just learning. But the people that have been around for 2, 4, 8, 10 years, they're like, Linda, we're tired of caregiver guilt. We're tired of caregiver burnout. We're tired of Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's. Can you just make us laugh? So that is one of my new missions. So
Much needed.
yeah. And you know what? There's so much to laugh about. There really is so much to laugh about. And I have never, ever seen a person laugh and not feel good. So why don't you come over here? Because Sean's going to lose his spot. So Debbie and I have known each other for a while. And Debbie owns a home health care company, Home Helpers. And I know how important home health is because nobody wants to leave their home.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to leave their home. And there are probably in Pinellas County 300 home health care companies.
At least.
But there are certain people that you decide to align yourself with. Certain people that have the values that you have. And I look at everything that you've sent me and you have the values that I have.
Thank you. You tried.
So tell our listeners.
How
a
do you
little
know
bit
her
about,
values are any good?
Yeah.
Debbie?
So tell our listeners a little bit about you and how you even came to having Home Helpers.
Okay. I started Home Helpers 18 years ago. And previous to that, I was in banking and had many of my senior clients that would come into the bank and had questions and needed help. And banking got to be where we weren't allowed to help any longer. And uncovering needs for many of my bank customers, I saw a need for services, and I started researching, looking for help for some of them. And along the way, I came across companies like Home Helpers, and I thought, gosh, that's really where my heart is. That's really what I would like to do. And of course, I made that decision. I jumped in 150% and haven't looked back. And I absolutely love what we do. I love making a difference in people's life every single day.
A huge difference. And you know what the thing is? It's like I always say to people, try to be friends with your banker. I'm friends with my banker. It's a smaller bank and whatever, but that's a really important thing. Yes. But not everyone can do that. So we have to put other things in check. We have to find other people that can help us. We have to find people that can come and spend time with my loved one and know that they're okay.
Absolutely. You have to have confidence of who you're bringing in your home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very personal.
And actually, I knew Sean from my banking days.
Back in the day.
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Those were the good old days.
Those were the good old days.
Okay.
Every day is a good old
I know.
days,
So
I
those were the
think.
good old days. What's today?
Today's the good old today.
The better new days.
The better than you days.
The better new days. The good old days, and now we have the better new days.
Okay, I like
right?
that.
Right.
I
Think
like
about
that.
it. It works. It works.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Home Helpers. And can you not hear?
Too loud.
Okay.
Ah.
Tell us a little bit about Home Helpers and why you picked Home Helpers.
Well, Home Helpers, obviously, we do in-home care.
Yeah, let's explain that first for the
Okay.
listeners that don't
Yeah.
know that.
We do non-medical in-home care.
Are you?
It's too loud.
So good. So in non-medical, meaning we're not like nurses or anything like that. But we're
Correct.
like homemaker assistance kind of situation, companion care.
Activities of daily living.
Activities of daily
Okay.
living, helping somebody to remain independent. And with a little bit of help, a few hours a week, a few hours a day.
That can happen.
Absolutely.
That can definitely happen.
And
Right.
that stretches that gap of them having to go into a community or to
Yeah.
move in with family members because they're getting that little bit of help at home.
Well, and not only are you helping the person at home, you're helping the whole family.
Absolutely. It gives them
Because now
time.
there's a conversation. Because this is what happens. You call mom. She's like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
just fine.
great."
And you know, our business usually picks up after the holidays just for that
Oh, well, they
reason. It's
visit it.
funny. Right.
Right.
You know, they've talked to mom the last few months on the phone and, oh, everything's fine. Oh, I
She
went to
doesn't
the
tell them
doctor. And
that her whole leg is bruised because she fell down. She doesn't tell them that dad didn't poo in 3 days. Right? It's all good because you know what? I don't want anybody taking my independence away.
right. So then when the family comes to visit at a holiday or the summertime, then they're like, oh my goodness, this
What the
isn't
heck?
what you portrayed to me over the phone the last couple of months. So they see, you know, with their own eyes that there is a need for help.
Well, even if you have a Zoom call. So I have a Zoom call with my stepmother once a week. She's 89. She lives in Manhattan. She looks great on that call, but I just went to visit her and I think she's still pretty great, but it's not the real thing unless you're there.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, I deal with this on a day-to-day basis with all of my clients as they're moving through the kind of the caregiving, the spectrum, so to speak.
Yeah.
And, you know, we start out, we're okay, right? We're fine, not that bad. And we continue to try and try and try. And sometimes our spouse is trying to help and she's or he is rolling in. But you get to a point where it's just not enough. But we're also not really ready to transition into an assisted living situation. I don't think we have a lot of medical necessarily issues that we need to deal with. I don't need a nurse coming over to help me. But my wife just ain't able to keep up with what I need to have done. And if we don't do something, bad things are going to happen.
And maybe I just can't remember when I need to take my medicine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now on your side, do you do any medication management type thing, or is that where does that go into the realm of medical?
That goes into the realm of medical, but we can assist them with medications. So
Right.
if they have a pill box, a weekly pill
Right.
box, we can help them with that. We can
Because you're
make
going to go
sure
in
that-
there and you're going to see mom didn't take her pills today.
Right. We open up Friday's pills and they're
Gotcha.
still sitting there. Or we went in on Friday and we see Wednesday and Thursdays are still sitting in the box.
When I was doing this for my mom, I just wish there was somebody that would fill that darn box up for me. Though.
Nobody likes those. I just got to fill my own boxes, and
I
there's
just-
vitamins I don't like.
Oh no, I had a spreadsheet going on. I had like
Yeah.
pictures in the
Excel.
spreadsheet, Excel going
Of
on.
course.
You know, and
Yeah.
and then they would switch up the color and the shape and the size.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
of a sudden the little yellow
Somebody got a
became a
cut.
red square and same meds, but you know.
And just think about the senior if they didn't have you doing that for them.
Oh, and
They're like, well, why
Oh
is
my
that yellow
goodness.
pill now red? And
I exactly my point. I'm relatively a smart person, able to handle a lot of different problems, and this one was a biggie. I'm telling you. And you would think so. Little things
Yeah.
like medication management. If we're expecting our folks, our people, to be able to do that, don't. It
You know what?
can be
Maybe
really
it's
hard.
not even just medication. Maybe it's just about eating.
Oh no,
Maybe
it's all
about
across
you
the
had
board.
your
It's
lunch, you
eating,
had-
it's
because
medication.
We know people with Alzheimer's and dementia. We have two spectrums. They're going to be people that didn't eat and thought they ate,
right,
and they're going to be people that did eat and they're eating more.
absolutely.
Right, and I'm sure you see that all the time.
Absolutely, we do. And a lot of times, you know, the family members say, well, mom doesn't have a very good appetite or she's probably not going to eat. We make something and put it in front of them. A small meal. Usually we suggest a couple of small things, you know, throughout that several meals rather than 3 big meals.
Yep.
And so
And
that
if you can cut it up into bite size so that they can,
absolutely,
you know,
And
and you're not
they
like
pick
cutting
at it.
food in front of them. You know, let's have a little dignity here too.
Right. And dignity is a great word. And that's, you know, half the battle is making sure that they feel like they're keeping their independence and that their dignity is
As they
respected.
should.
Absolutely. And, you know, many times when somebody comes home from the hospital or a rehab, you know, they get confused with their medications. They get,
And they
they don't
disoriented
eat,
in
and
general.
yes. So we help them stay on track, making sure that they're taking their medications at the right time, that they're eating, they're staying hydrated, that they're getting a little bit of movement, whether it's just moving their legs in their chair,
Yeah.
just so that they're, you know, being active. And then, doing activities with them, whether they're mental activities, whether they're puzzles or,
Photo albums or
right,
whatever.
or they're helping us fold the towels,
Yeah.
just something, for them to do. So all of those things are important. And when it comes to the medical piece, I mean, there's obviously the skilled home health that comes into homes, and they are there temporary. But we enhance what they're
Yeah.
not doing to make sure that somebody stays safe.
Well, what the heck? Okay, so I'm taking care of mom. I'm still working. I have a husband. I got some kids, grandkids, or whatever. Like, how can I manage all this? And knowing that I can have someone come in that I can trust and that I can work with them for what we need.
No, I agree. And again, I see this problem every day in my practice when I'm helping my clients through this aging process. But, my question is like, all right, so it's either one of my clients, I want to get this help in their home, or if somebody's like listening today or watching maybe on Facebook or one of our recorded shows, how can they access this with you guys? I mean, is there like a trial period? Can we try this on? Is there like this website I can go to and look at this? And maybe I'm a little late to the game, but how do I do that?
And most people find us on the internet.
Right. Okay.
Home helpers. I got to think what my website is.
That's a good. I made mine really easy. flmedicaid.com. I can't forget that.
homehelpershomecare.com/Clearwater.
Oh, very good.
And they can go there. And yes, we
So
tailor our services.
say that again, just because it went by really fast. What is that?
Homehelpers.com.
Okay.
/Clearwater.
Yeah, I'll put all that information in the show so
Excellent.
anybody can go there. But isn't it good just to start the conversation?
Absolutely. And we'll go out for free, a complimentary visit with them, and just kind of let them know what our services are, how the program works. There's no obligation. There's no contracts. They're not obligated to anything for any length of time. If they recover and they're doing much better and they want us to go away, we go away. If they, they started out with, say, 40 hours a week and they're like, what am I going to do with that person that many hours out of the week? We will cut back to whatever their needs are. Right. So, we fit their needs and we match our caregivers to what their needs are.
I tell you on a daily basis, again, I'm dealing with the same issue. I can tell you thousands of stories about how I have a spouse that's starting to fail in her ability to take care of her husband or vice versa. And I need to segment or put somebody into that situation to help augment. I don't need lots of crazy care, but I need a little bit to help me on the shoulders. And by doing that, the spouse is going to be able to stay at home longer. Right. The spouse that's providing the care, hopefully, is not going to burn out as fast. So
maybe the family is going to get to know really what's going on.
Well, no, absolutely.
So they start out with a little bit of help. So I've been doing this for a long time, and the caregivers that finally get it in their head and they meet with a home health care company or a community before they have to make that tragic, that emergency decision.
Oh, right.
Are always so much happier.
Right. So many people wait until there is an incident or some kind of catastrophe. And then it's like, now what do I do? Mom's being discharged from the rehab in 24 hours, 48 hours. I've not put anything in place.
And this is the thing, is that if by augmenting the ability of the caregiver in place, or if I don't even have a caregiver in place, just augmenting my own personal abilities to take care of myself, we will avoid, in many instances, that catastrophic event that now pitches us into assisted living, or in a lot of cases, into full-blown skilled nursing. Why? Well, because I wasn't eating correctly. I wasn't drinking correctly. My electrolytes were bad. I was dehydrated. I fell. I'm not doing my medication. I mean, there's 1,000 reasons why all of a sudden something catastrophic happens and we're off to the nursing home.
Well, a lot of people that listen to this program are long distance caregivers.
Right.
So their mom or dad is here in Florida. They're somewhere else. And mom and dad are not going to tell you that there are cords on the floor in the way.
No, they
have
are
that
not.
little mat.
And having us as the eyes and ears, that we can communicate those kind of things back. It's been 3 days. Mom hasn't really had much to eat, or the food that we have prepared is still sitting in the refrigerator, or she hasn't changed her clothes. She needs a bathe. We can communicate those things back to those family members that aren't close by.
How they know?
Right.
And then, you know what? They don't have to be that far away. They can still be close by, but they've got their busy life and everything that's going on, and you're there to check on mom.
Right.
or dad. And you're the professional that knows what to look for. Because me, the daughter, mom's going to be like hiding everything from me and giving me the story.
She's definitely not going to be telling you the truth.
Yeah, and I don't really want to mess with her. You know?
And it's not just mom. I mean, we're all like that. It's like, well, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, thanks for checking on me. Yeah, I'm doing fine.
I tell my kids
good.
and my
Thank you.
grandkids if I ever get dementia, you're in trouble because I know every trick.
Exactly. Is that a good thing? No, that's
for
the
me
problem.
it is.
No, it's not,
I
Linda.
don't know.
It's not a good thing for
it's
you
not.
because you're playing all those tricks and you're not giving good data and information, and we're not able to respond.
And I can't pay attention.
What was that?
And I will not. Well,
What was that? Okay,
And I like to tell families too, that you may be close by, you may be far away, but when you come to visit, you can be the daughter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
You
we're not
don't
replacing
have-
that. No.
You don't have to worry about, oh gosh, I've got to fix this while I'm here. I've got to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I've got to fill the pillboxes. I got to do this, and this. And then you're out of time and you didn't have any quality time with mom or dad.
I got to stress that ounce of prevention. Boy, I tell you, ounce of prevention, well worth it. And
all right. We're going to come back in a minute because right now it's time to hear from our wonderful partners because you know the deal. If you don't hear from them, you don't hear from me. So don't go away. We'll be right back on Connecting Caregivers Radio.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Arden Courts is not just a place to live. It's a place to call home. Residential living combined with quality caregiving. This is the philosophy behind Arden Courts. Communities created exclusively for individuals with Alzheimer's disease and related dementia who would benefit from a safe and structured environment. For additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides, call 888-478-2410 to locate a community nearest you. Inquire about our educational seminars, resource library, or support groups, or simply feel free to ask questions you may have about Alzheimer's and related dementias. At Arden Courts, we know, we understand, and we can help because memory care is all we do. Remember, call 888-478-2410 for additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides.
Are you getting older or are you taking care of somebody who is? Getting older creates new problems you probably never imagined. One of the big ones is how do you pay for care? Care in your home, care in an assisted living facility, or care in a nursing home. Did you know that nursing home care in our community can cost up to $12,000 per month? For the last 33 years, our office has helped families access benefits, including Medicaid, VA, and PACE, to help pay for the cost of long-term care. Regardless of what your assets are or what your income is, you can qualify for these benefits. Proper planning and guidance are absolutely necessary to avoid being wiped out. Let us help. If you are in care or heading in that direction, we can help solve that problem. Take action now to obtain benefits to pay for the cost of care. Here are the 4 things that you need to do. 1, get a new power of attorney. Your old one probably isn't good enough. Get a healthcare surrogate and a living will. 3, get an estate plan that will not disqualify you from benefits. And 4, get a plan to qualify for Medicaid, PACE, or VA benefits to pay for the long-term care costs. Call us today for a free consultation, 727-539-0181, or go to flmedicaid.com and download our free book on Medicaid and planning for long-term care. I'm Sean Scott. I'm here to help.
Guaranteed to make you laugh through your tears, Linda Burhan's book, Good Night and God Bless, is filled with humor and heartfelt inspiration to aid anyone facing the challenge of caring for a loved one at the end of life. Her story offers hope for human strength and understanding of weaknesses during a difficult time. Life doesn't normally prepare us to become a loved one's caregiver. When it happens, it's usually sudden. A diagnosis of an illness, age-related frailty, dementia, and life suddenly is anything but normal. And because we don't even know what we don't know, where do we turn to for help or guidance? In Connecting Caregivers, answers to the questions you didn't know you needed to ask, Linda offers information, education, and inspiration from her own experience and from experts whose advice, practical tools, and personal stories will empower and guide you. Make sure to add these inspiring books to your collection today, available on Amazon.com.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
And we are back. So, Debbie, where can our listeners find you?
Right here.
Yeah. Sitting right next to me.
I'm right
All
here.
the time. Wow.
They can go to our website, as I gave before, homehelpershomecare.com/Clearwater. Our office number is 727-942-2539. We answer our phones 24/7. We are accessible and available to anybody that
Free consultation.
absolutely.
And isn't it wise to take advantage of that consultation when you might not need the services for 6 months from now?
Absolutely.
Because when that time comes, you're like done.
Like I
Right?
said,
I just
yeah.
call them up.
many times people wait until there's a catastrophe or they've
We
had some
do
kind of
not wait
incident.
for the house to be on fire.
Yeah. This
Absolutely
way they
not.
know what's out there. They
What
can
is the minimum 8 hours?
minimum hours. We like to have 4 hours in a shift.
Yep.
That way we know that we can accomplish all the things that they
Yeah.
need. We'll
Makes
tailor
sense.
the services to
Well,
what
and
they
you have
need.
to pay your caregiver.
Absolutely. And we get
You know,
Ounce of prevention,
More-
I keep
more
telling you. It's
consistency,
money well
reliability.
spent. Money well
4 hour
spent.
shift a week.
we the sweet spot for us is 12 hours a
Okay.
week. A lot of people start there and then they find out that, gosh, this 3 days a week isn't so bad. Let's add another day, or let's
Yeah.
add a couple more days as they progress in their illness, or they have, they decide
You know,
that it's not so bad.
and there's all the different steps along the way. So I have people that, okay, first they decide they're going to try adult daycare.
Mhm.
And mom doesn't want to go, and then she goes, and then she's angry that they're not open on Saturday and Sunday.
Right? Exactly.
And I think that's the same thing with
Get 'em
home
over the
health.
hump. Yep.
Because mom's like, I don't need anybody to help me. I don't need nothing.
They never.
But then when Mary comes and Mary helps me and maybe helps me with my husband, even to get him to take a shower, that's huge.
Absolutely. In many cases, we take them all the way to the end of life. We're not providing medical care, but we're able to keep them in their home with the support of whether it's home health, whether it's hospice, or whatever it may be, to allow them to stay in their home where they
Hey.
want to be.
Everybody wants to be home.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying there's not a place for assisted living, independent living, memory care, whatever, but
Oh no, they're all solutions to
everybody wants to live at
They're all
home,
solutions.
and that can help into some for some and it cannot.
Mhm.
But I think with anything, we're still talking about preparation. We're still talking about putting your ducks in a row before it has to happen.
Right. And so many times, and I'm sure you see this, people don't have their legal documents in place. And you ask them about their power of attorney or
What's
their
your new
healthcare surrogate.
presentation, Sean?
What? It's about time.
It's about time.
Yes.
This
This is my new thing. Is it's about time. Well, what do you mean it's about time? Well, it's about time you did something.
Right.
All right. Well, it's about time. Well, what time? Well, you're getting older. Time is moving on. It's about time.
and we're living longer than we used to.
And it's about time you take action. And then the thing is this, and whether we're talking about this home health care issue or we're talking about from the legal perspective, it's so incredibly not hard to do. It's just it's a half hour out of your day, maybe an hour with me. Come have a cup of coffee with me. Let's talk about that. I can help you identify issues like, well, home health care. Well, have you heard about Debbie and what she does? I mean, this could be a really good thing
And
for
they
you.
could come to you and go, I don't even know what home health is.
Well, they a lot of times when I say they, us, we don't have a clue.
No.
How are we supposed to
But
have
you're
a
not
clue?
in it.
Right. But how do you get a clue? Well, go talk to somebody that works in this area that does this. I've been doing this for 35 years. I think I might have some insight that you don't have. Okay.
Yeah.
So use me. Let me
Yeah,
help you.
we have a community here.
Correct.
People that want to help.
Yep.
And that's
Absolutely.
what's so nice about community. If I can't help them, I know somebody who can. And
Exactly.
I'm going to refer them
Yep,
to
absolutely.
somebody else.
I love Pinellas County. I love how we all partner together because I'll tell you, I go to another state and I do a speaking engagement and they have some vendors there and they're like, don't talk to her, and don't talk to this one. And I'm like,
Yeah.
as my one friend says, there's plenty of juice in the orange for all of us.
Yeah. Pinellas County. There's
God's waiting room.
well, I have my
That's what
inappropriate
Josie would
things.
say.
Yeah, God's waiting room. When I use it's the world's largest above ground graveyard. Too far, too soon? I don't know. But you gotta keep. I was talking to my client today right before I came over to see you, and sometimes I have to say to them, "Is like just because I may be a little less than serious all the time, doesn't mean that I don't take this deadly
Right.
serious."
Right.
The things that I work with and the things that we all work with on a daily basis. I mean, this is oftentimes people experiencing some of the worst things that they've never even imagined. I mean, their spouses, their friends, their family are in horrible places as far as their health is concerned. They're on this exit.
Everybody they knew ran away.
People are dying on them. How are we going to provide
Yeah.
this care? How are we going to do? I mean, it is just a catastrophe, like you said earlier. But here's the thing: there's solutions out there, and there are people that know how to help you get through this. And it's not just the lawyer, it's not just the doctor, it's not just the accountant, but it's also a team. So.
Yeah.
Being prepared is so important.
Somebody
And it's
emailed
not
me this
hard.
morning,
It's not hard.
And this is what she says. So there's 4 kids in our family. My mom probably only has, I think she said, like 150 grand. But she hasn't done anything about anything. She's like, I'll just be dead and you guys will just split it up.
I've heard that a million times.
What does it matter? I won't be here to know what happened.
Well, that's kind of crappy. Even somebody said to me yesterday, I felt this person needs to move on in their life and move out of their living quarters. And she said, 34 years of stuff here. I don't want to get rid of that. I go, I could be really good for you. She goes, I thought they would do it when I die. I go, you're not dying now.
You're not dead yet.
You're just be done with it. But really.
No, we all do get stuck in our ways.
No,
we all get stuck in our ways, and it's easier to not do something than it is to do something sometimes. One of the things I tell my clients, and somewhat half jokingly, is that the easiest way to solve a problem is to define it as not a problem.
Makes sense.
I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't need any help. Well, that's a lie. Plain and simple, but it's easier sometimes to lie to ourselves and our family than it is to actually take action. So this is what I'm coming back to today. This is my theme for today. Take action. Take action.
We even have some clients that may have long-term care insurance.
Sure.
And they're in their 90s.
Yeah.
And they tell me they have the insurance, and it's like, well, let's activate a claim.
No kidding.
Oh, no, I may need it later on.
You're 90.
Right. It's like no time like the present.
The clock is ticking.
Right.
Yes. I mean, this week has been Green Banana Week, which is more than one of my clients have told me, I'm not buying the green bananas anymore. Is it on? So sometimes we do have that realization that action needs to be taken.
Okay. This is life.
It's okay. Yes, it's okay.
You know what? Be glad you lived as long as you're living. Where years ago, when I was a kid, it was you retired at 65, you got your second check, and you died. Remember, it was like, oh, that stinks. You only got like 2 checks. That's what it was.
Well, you should have gotten your checks. Well,
it's not the same now.
This whole insurance thing, though, I see this all the time where a client has done some of this pre-planning with insurance, and they have home health care piece as part of that. And they need home health care, whether it's actually nursing care or more of a companion situation. It would make a dramatic change in their life, and they're not going on claim. Right. Why?
They're stubborn.
I may need it.
This is there to help
later. I may need it.
If you'll be alive later.
Right.
Well, use it. And so when I'm dealing with people that have that issue, I am jumping up and down and I'm all over them. And I'm saying, you need to go and claim now.
I have to tell you, though, this makes me laugh. So I think of generation to generation because we're all different every generation. I think like the next one's going to be like, come on in, take care of me. Because I don't know how to take care of myself.
Dude, where's my home caregiver, man?
Yeah, isn't that part of the package?
Yeah, I thought that was, wow, cool.
Oh my goodness, it's true.
That's great.
But you know what? In the end, I got a mirror, sign on my mirror in my bathroom that says, "You're looking at the person responsible for your happiness today."
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
Right, because it's not up to anybody else. It's up to me. It's up to me to take care of what I need to take care of. It's up to me if I need to reach out. And people say, oh, if I reach out, it's like I'm a loser or something. No, it means you're a strong person. And you just realize you need some help. And there are people that want to help you.
Not asking for help is the weakness.
It kills me when I see a caregiver that hasn't reached out and hasn't accepted help. And I just see them whittle down and whittle down and whittle down. Now nobody can take care of anybody.
I know, but I look at it and it's really easy for me to point fingers at all those people that just aren't asking for help. And then I look at myself and I go, oh yeah, Sean, you don't ask for help either. And you're like, we've all had our moments and when we've, been after surgery or at home or something, and I've had my things. And yeah, I can reflect back to kind of sitting there just going, and even getting a little mad that nobody's helping me. And I'm like, well, did you ask? Did you ask?
Or you said no to everybody.
Or you
This is
said,
what you
oh,
tell
no,
them.
I'm fine.
They go,
Oh,
how
no,
you doing?
no,
You
no,
go,
I'm fine.
oh, I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm done. So,
you know, I met a woman.
Don't do that.
I
Don't
met a
be
woman
like
in the
me.
supermarket a few months after my mother passed away, a friend of mine. And she goes, how you doing, Linda? I go, I'm okay. And she said, I have to tell you, I'm sick of hearing that from you.
Yeah.
And I just look at her. And she said, I have to tell you, when you took care of your mother, you stole my joy.
Oh, yes.
Look at her now. And I'm like,
super
what?
common. We were just having this discussion.
And she said,
this
you know
week.
what?
Yeah.
I could see you swimming in quicksand. And every time I asked to help you, you said, no, I'm okay. So you didn't let me help you. And you never gave me the opportunity to meet your mother. Okay.
Yeah. Wild.
And I want you to hear that, caregivers. Because people are surrounding you in the same way. And they want to help you. And it hurts them for you not to be able to help you. Because you know yourself, because you're a caregiver. And you're a caring person. That you reach out to people. And how does it make you feel when you reach out to people and they take advantage of you? Like, okay, good, I did a good job.
And what happens if you're the primary caregiver and you're caring for somebody and you're elderly yourself, you're going to decline.
Yeah.
So who's going to take care of your spouse or whoever it is that you're a primary caregiver for if you're sick?
Well, and
That's
if,
classic. Yeah,
if nothing
classic.
is in order either.
Yep.
If my husband and I were both, let's say, aging, whatever age, I don't know, whatever. And if we decide we're going to make decisions to take care of ourselves the best we can, as long as we're going to be here. Oh, so I think we both should meet with a home health care company. I think we both should go to the attorney and make sure that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both should have some directives with our family that knows what's going on. Because you know what? I don't want anybody making my decisions. I really don't. I'll be like appalled.
But
You know?
if you can't make those decisions, you need to have somebody that can.
Yep.
And by the time that you get to the point where you can't, if you haven't done something ahead of time, now we're in really a world of hurt. Off to guardianship court, tens of thousands of dollars to go through that process. If you would have just come and had a cup of coffee with me, we could have done a power of attorney for $175 and got that whole thing off the table.
Yep.
It's not hard and it doesn't cost a lot of money.
Well, you know what it's like in everything in life. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And you
But we
think
never
about
do
it
it.
every damn day. You wake up at 3:00 in the morning. I'm thinking, I need to send this email I didn't want to send. You know, da, 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 da.
Well,
So what I just did, I just made myself so damn weary for nothing. And 95% of the time when I just do it, I get a good result.
Right. Take action.
yeah. Generally, people that are leaving my office, sounds weird, are leaving my office with a smile on their face.
As they should.
Because either A, we've gotten this thing that they've been worrying about and putting off for forever. It's finally off of their list and they can stop having to, fight with themselves about it. Or they've come in and they just didn't think that there was a solution to any of these problems and that we're going to lose all of our money because mom's in the nursing home now. Great. And now when they leave my office, that whole reality has changed and things get protected and we're going to take care of mom and we're not going to blow through every dollar she saved.
Yeah.
Because we took a little action and talked to somebody that maybe has done this before.
Yeah.
So
A few times.
a few
Just like,
times.
give me the path.
Yes.
Give me the path.
Yeah.
I want to learn, every day. I'm 72 years old. I'll be 72. I'm still learning. I'm learning about joking. I'm learning whatever, but
Yeah, so you have to teach me how to be funny, by the way. I
Right.
mean, we have to have a discussion.
we have an
about that.
issue here, you and I, that.
So, well, Linda,
but
here's the deal. So, my wife and I, we went to Istanbul a couple of months ago, and Istanbul was I'm a pretty good traveler and everything, but Istanbul's a little more challenging than I'm used to. And so the first thing we did when I got to the hotel, I went to the concierge and I said, listen, I need a guide. Do you have can you hook me up with a guide? And of course he's like, yeah, I know.
Raphael's right here.
Jesus, and Jesus actually was my guide, and I'm not making that up. So Jesus shows
They
up.
knew you needed.
They knew
Jesus.
I needed a little extra help. Yes, but no, our experience in Istanbul because of our guide was 110% better.
Right.
And the things that we saw, the things that we did, the amount that we were able to do, I would never have been able to accomplish that by just looking off of YouTube and the internet. No, this Jesus changed my world.
Exactly.
Literally. Okay.
Exactly.
So
you're a guide to hold somebody by their hand.
correct. So get a guide. You don't have to try to figure this out by yourself.
No.
Don't try to figure it out by yourself.
I always say everybody should know what they're good at.
Yep.
And do good at what you're good at.
Right.
You know, like there are some guys that can't screw a screw in the wall. Well, that's not their job.
Nope.
They're not good at that. But maybe they're the best chef or what, you know, so everybody do what they're good at and then share what you're good at.
I agree.
Because I think we're all here to be good at something.
Yep. And be careful about trying to fix your problems with YouTube. Okay. I can tell you from personal experience and very many mistakes on my own fault, on my own part, you know, I probably can't change that transmission oil in my car. It seemed really easy on YouTube. I mean, I just watched. It was easy.
Yeah.
Probably should have took it to somebody that knew what they were doing.
And the people that go to Google power of attorney forms.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Or healthcare
very
surrogate.
dangerous. Yeah.
And you know, they do this form, they don't pay any money for the form, and they do it, and then it comes to the day that the form needs to be executed and it's not right.
You know, I've actually gone onto the web, and I don't know if this is actually the website, but I think it is. It's like freepowerofattorney.com. And I know that sounds like a joke, but somebody should put it in their computer and see. I'm pretty sure it's that or something. And I wanted to see what are these documents that my clients are pulling out off the internet. So I went and did kind of my research and went to Rocket, went to freepowerofattorney.com, a bunch of these other places. And I went and got their documents. And it was a little frightening. I can tell you that right now. And you would think that they should know what they're doing. And the answer is, and I'm not going to pull any punches, they do not. The document that I produced off of that website and the documents were fundamentally flawed and horrifically bad. And here's the worst part about that is the person, Joe Blow person out there, they think they got the problem solved. So it's a false reliance thing. Oh, I got one. Yeah, I got power attorney. I got one. I got one on powerattorney.com, free.
And aren't those documents different state to state?
Radically different from state to state at 100%. And, you know, how are you, the person listening today, you know, supposed to know that it's any good or not? You assume that it's good. And here, and to make the story even worse, I review power of attorney documents on a daily basis. And even there's about a 70% failure rate. And I'm including ones, not just the internet, not just the internet. I'm talking even ones done by other lawyers. And this is a little disconcerting.
Well, then you know what? You have the lawyer that says, if you get hit in a car accident, call me. If you need a divorce, call me. If you need a will, call me.
I will tell you,
an elder attorney.
well, that's if you get in a car accident, don't call me. All right. That's not what I do. Right. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but that's not what I'm going to send you to somebody else. But if it's just some Joe Blow other attorney doing something that they do really well, they could be the best private personal injury person. They could be the best litigator. They could be the best real estate lawyer. Excellent. But they don't play in the same sandbox that I do.
Well, they don't have the education you do.
They don't have the experience.
You go on, and every time there's a new rule, or there's a new law, you learn all about that because that's who you are.
If it's related to this issue of getting older, you betcha.
Yeah.
You betcha. So. But again, don't come to see me for your bankruptcy or your divorce. I am not going to be helpful in those areas. I will make your life worse, I'm pretty sure. But if you're getting older and you need help on figuring out how to pay for care, dealing with incapacity, the whole idea of, well, where does my stuff go when I die? Then that's what I do. So.
What they could do is, if they still feel a little bit shy about meeting with you, they can go to your website because there's like so much stuff on there. So
you can watch me on YouTube. And I laugh about that, but yeah, we have been doing some new multimedia stuff where you can see some of the things we're talking about today, me talking about on YouTube and TikTok, which is kind of weird, but it's helpful. I have been told that
your audience.
I have been told that I have to stop driving when I do these TikToks. So I have to do them. Christine was really losing her mind. So now all of them, I'm actually parked in doing them.
Well, it's funny because a recent analytics I did of my YouTube channel was that my newest subscribers are men from 40 to 60, which is unusual in caregiving. But I'm thinking more men are becoming caregivers. You know, it's the sandwich generation, and there's the baby boomers. But where do men get their information from? YouTube University.
Right. Yeah, YouTube University. Yep.
So I think there's a lot of validity there.
So again, YouTube is great. The internet is great. The web is great.
Face-to-face person is better.
More than likely, yes. I think the YouTubes and the websites out there are a good place to start to kind of get your feet underneath you a little bit so that you can start understanding what questions even to ask. But I don't think it's the place to have your questions answered.
Well, yeah, and if you're in this Tampa Bay area, where we are, Sean and I do a lot of presentations. We do a lot of different things. Sean does things at libraries.
Yeah, doing one today actually at Largo Library.
You're at Largo today? And what, Seminole Monday or something?
Yep. So 3 times a month we're at the local libraries doing.
But it's you don't feel any pressure going in there. You can go in there and listen. He's got a great book with a lot of information in it that just makes it simple.
Yep.
Because I think sometimes we don't face it because it's too overwhelming. So we don't do anything.
And that's what I like about the YouTube.
That's a big obstacle.
Yeah. And that's what I like about the YouTube thing. I
don't know where to begin. It's overwhelming.
And that's a good place to start. It's but at some point in time, that's not how you should finish.
No.
Okay, I'm telling you. Trust me. How much it cost me to fix that transmission after I screwed up the oil? I'm just telling you, it would have been way cheaper.
You know what you're good at.
This is the point I'm trying to make.
All right, right now it's time to hear from our wonderful partners. So don't go away. We'll be right back on Connecting Caregivers Radio.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Choosing the right chiropractor is an important choice to make. Located in Seminole, the Alexander Spine Center team is trained on the latest chiropractic treatments and technologies. At Alexander Spine Center, you'll find chiropractic and physical therapy care that is safe, effective, and a natural approach to pain and other health-related issues. Chiropractic unlocks your body's potential and natural healing process to ensure your life is a healthy life. We treat clients from the womb to the tomb. Call 727-397-3000 for a free consultation today, or visit our website at www.alexanderspinecenter.com.
They take good care of me twice a week, so check them out.
Arden Courts is not just a place to live. It's a place to call home. Residential living combined with quality caregiving. This is the philosophy behind Arden Courts. Communities created exclusively for individuals with Alzheimer's disease and related dementia who would benefit from a safe and structured environment. For additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides, call 888-478-2410 to locate a community nearest you. Inquire about our educational seminars, resource library, or support groups, or simply feel free to ask questions you may have about Alzheimer's and related dementias. At Arden Courts, we know, we understand, and we can help because memory care is all we do. Remember, call 888-478-2410 for additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides.
We believe the power of the human body and mind can do amazing things, and that tapping into that power, not just tricking it with a temporary disguise, is possible. Superpatch technology uses a special pattern and vibrotactile technology to help you go from feeling blah to hurrah. Now, once the Superpatch is in contact with your skin, it triggers a neutral response in the brainstem that helps you tackle your daily problems head on. Whether you're struggling with pain, balance, stress, or focus, we have a solution that might be right for you. With Superpatch's 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Hi, this is Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregivers. I started using the Liberty Patch over 3 years ago. I used to be a tripper, but since wearing a Liberty Patch, I haven't tripped once. The Liberty Patch is proven to reduce the risk of falling by up to 8 times. And as we all know, if you prevent the fall, you prevent the call. Don't wait until it's too late. Preventative solutions are the answer.
Superpatch does not claim to diagnose, treat, or cure illness. Superpatch is FDA registered. To receive 25% off your first order, go to sticktoit.info. That's sticktoit.info and learn more.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
And we're back. So before I talk about what's going on around town, Sean, where can our listeners find you?
Well, you can look at me on my YouTube. No, seriously, go to our website is the best way to do that. Links to all the cool things as far as all of our multimedia. You can download a free book that I wrote there. That's worth $30 right there if you go. Easy. FLMedicaid.com. It's like FL as in Florida, Medicaid.com.
And your phone number?
727-539-3333. 888-0181. Call today.
I know it by heart. I've got it like tattooed. And Debbie, where can all
Right,
this find
absolutely.
you?
You can come see me at the library and get on our seminars. We're going to be doing virtual seminars now, so you can actually do it from the comfort of your home on your phone.
Like Sean and Linda 24/7.
Oh my gosh,
Kinda
yes.
scary.
We should start our own cable network, I think. That would be good.
Oh,
Yes.
one step at a time, my husband. Debbie, where can all this find you?
homehelpershomecare.com/Clearwater. There is also educational videos there and educational blogs that can help people along the way. And then our phone number is 727-942-2539.
Thank you so much. And I'll put all that information in the show. So we have at Area Agency on Aging, the Savvy Caregiver Program. And it's going to be September 4th to October 9th on Thursdays from 4:30 to 6:30. This is fabulous, especially for someone that's a new caregiver. You're going to get a lot of education here. So you can register for the class at 727-570-9696, extension 163. I'll put all this information in the show, too, if you didn't get a chance to write it down. Also, Sages Theater. Their next show is August 2nd at the
This Saturday.
Park
Yep.
Performing Arts Center. It's a great show.
Oh, it's very good. We're a big sponsor of Sages, and if you have a chance to get out to that show, it's absolutely free. It's at the Pinellas. It's like the Civic Center, or whatever the community
Pinellas
center
Park,
there.
Yeah.
Beautiful venue to do that. Super funny, really great, and it's free. I think all you have to do is just go to
Theater.org.
And you got to register for it, but it's free. And
you know what? It opens
I'll be there Saturday.
It opens those. Sorry, I will be in Michigan. On the pontoon boat.
I'll be watching the show at Sages on Saturday. So.
But you know what I love with the Sages shows? It starts conversations that you normally wouldn't have. I see all the time. I was at the show last week, and you'll see two ladies sitting next to each other, and one's like starting to poke the other one, like, that's me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's do something about it.
No, it's really good.
So
really encourage people to check that out.
So I leave tomorrow not tomorrow. No, I'll be back next Friday before I go to Michigan. Tune in next week for another fabulous show. Please go to Facebook to Jokester Josie Jones and follow her. She's a new comedian in the area that does a lot of senior stuff, and I think you'll really get a good laugh of it. Tune in next week for another fabulous show. Remember, God loves you all the time, and have a delicious day.
Excellent.